The 1964 Alaskan earthquake caused a tsunami that devastated much of Alaska. The magnitude of the quake was 9.2 on the Richter scale, and the resulting tsunami reached a height of up to 220 feet in some areas. The earthquake was the second largest ever recorded, and the tsunami caused massive destruction, especially in the southeast. Homes were destroyed, as well as coastal towns, ports, and other infrastructure. The tsunami traveled as far as the Oregon coast, causing an additional 3 fatalities and significant damage. The earthquake was caused by the rupture of a fault line along the Alaskan peninsula, which was pushing 2 tectonic plates away from each other. This created a massive displacement of water that generated the destructive energy of the tsunami. The tsunami also caused an immense amount of mud flows that blocked and destroyed many of the rivers in the region, which eventually caused flooding in many parts of Alaska. After the earthquake, the United States government set up an aid program to help those affected and to rebuild the infrastructure and homes of the residents. Unfortunately, the tsunami caused an unexplainable amount of damage and destruction that would take years to fully recover from. Estimates from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, suggest that the total cost of the Alaskan tsunami was upwards of $2.3 billion. The destruction of the tsunami was so great that the whole region was still affected by the damage years later. The full scope of the destruction was slow to be realized, as the reverberations of the event were felt for months and even years after its occurrence. Many of the towns and cities affected by the disaster were reduced to ruins and had to be completely rebuilt. This catastrophe also had long-term effects on the regional economy. Local businesses were decimated, and the fishing and tourism industries were completely disrupted. The shockwaves of the Alaskan earthquake, and the resulting tsunami, were felt across the entire globe. The entire event had far-reaching consequences that greatly changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people for years to come. Even today, many of the affected areas have yet to fully recover from the devastation. Thanks to the warning systems in place today, tsunamis are more quickly detected and can be much better predicted than in the past. However, if a similar earthquake were to hit today, it is likely that the resultant tsunami would be just as devastating. Ultimately, the earthquake and resulting tsunami of the 1964 Alaska disaster show just how much destruction and devastation can occur from a powerful natural disaster. The many tragedies of these disasters should serve as a lasting reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness. It is important to remember this event so that we may be better prepared for tragedies of similar magnitude in the future. The 1964 Alaskan earthquake and resulting tsunami is remembered as one of the deadliest and most destructive natural disasters ever experienced. The quake left an indelible mark on the area, and the memories of those affected will remain for a generation. It is a reminder of the tremendous power of nature, and its ability to bring destruction on a massive scale.